ready for lower temps. You can save yourself a lot of hassle by weatherproofing now before the really cold weather gets here. Handyman Bruce Foster is with us today to give us some tips on how to do just that. So Bruce, I would imagine you can save yourself a lot more than just hassle. I'm thinking we're going to save some money here too, right?
That's absolutely right, Paige. You can save money very easily with a few simple steps to winterize your home.
So let's start where it seems logical to start, where we've got cold air coming in and maybe hot air going out that we don't want to be happening. What do we do about caulking and then making sure things get into their frames properly?
Great question. First thing you want to look at, Paige, is to look at the space between your window and, for example, your siding on your home. And if you see gaps where you feel a breeze coming through, you want to take a bead of caulk and run it on the outside of the window frame or door frame to seal up that area. And then on the windows and doors themselves, where they may not seal very well, what you'd want to do is put a piece of weather stripping up, and there's several different types of weather stripping. There's self-adhesive weather stripping, which is very easy to use and to apply, and then there's other more kind of industrial strength, if you will, that you can put up with the small nails and whatnot.
Now, you have a good tip for what to do, how to tell if air is coming in at nighttime. You said on your door frames. How do we do that?
Absolutely. If you have someone step outside, shut the door, shine a light through around the door frame or the window frame, you can see if there's light coming through, you know you've got a draft there.
That's a great idea. Okay. Another logical thing to me that seems like you would always comes to my mind when I'm thinking of weatherproofing is insulation, just in general.
Absolutely. Insulation is important in all parts of your home. Certainly up in your attic, down in your crawl space, and even at the top of your attic door if you've got to pull down stairs for that. And if you go to if you go online and search on insulation R factors, they'll tell you what kind of insulation, what R factors you need to put in various parts of your home.
So you know which to put where because it's different?
Exactly.
Okay. What about your vents?
Well, your vents are it's very easy to forget about your vents. And there's lots of vents on your home. There's vents from your fans and vents from your dryer and whatnot. There's vents underneath your foundation or on your foundation. And so you want to, first of all, keep your vents clean where there's, when they're discharging air, like through your dryer vents and your fan vents. You want to make sure they're clean and there's nothing living in there, if you will.
You can actually get, I know it's not uncommon to have find animals in there, right?
Oh,
if you
absolutely.
Haven't checked
Especially a dryer vent. If you've ever seen a dryer vent on the side of a house that's just kind of propped open, you might have a chance of having a bird's nest or something up there. So absolutely.
And nice.
Yeah, please, let's not get
I know.
But also the foundation vents, which typically have a mechanism to close them. In the summertime, you want them pretty well full open, but in the wintertime, you want to leave one or maybe two of them open. You want a little bit of air passing through there so things you don't get a mildew buildup or anything like that. But you do want to close down most of your foundation vents. Okay,
so we've handled sort of most of the stuff that's going to go on inside the house, but we want to take care of things that we have going on outside of the house too, decks, porches.
It's important to keep your deck in good shape because neglect of your deck and any of the wood products around your home can just lead you to a more expensive repair later on. So what you really want to do is clean your deck.
Is this cleaning or?
This is power washing a deck.
Okay.
And then, there's a couple different ways you want to look at it too. If it's just basic wood, you can power wash, but if it's a stained deck, you may want to brush wash it to kind of keep the power washer from blasting away your stain and get a good clean. But then you want to go ahead and seal it with a waterproofing sealer that can be found at any of the home improvement stores or hardware stores.
You had another good tip for that. How do you find the spots in your deck where you may where it may be already rotting? Well,
you may have some rot, and it not only pertains to decks, but it can pertain to door frames, window frames, door sills. But if you take a small screwdriver and if you see a suspect area, if you push into it, if you're penetrating that wood, then you've got a rot area.
Kind of like a cavity in your teeth.
Exactly.